Good evening, everyone. It is Nanowrimo day 1, the start of the chaos. I've just finished work and I'm absolutely shattered, but I cannot fail on day 1. So it's time to get cracking with some writing. As you may be aware, I'm writing a horror book this year, and that is challenging and very much out of my comfort zone, but I'm ready for it. I've got a couple of notes. I think I've got notes up until chapter 4. So tonight I'm going to be working on the prologue. My two main characters, these girls called Jolma and Tony, they are going to be like recording this podcast, and it's this paranormal podcast. One of the girls is trying to freak the other one out, basically. So that's where I'm going to start the whole book off. It's like this big explosion of an opening scene, and then it turns out that it's all this big joke, and like she was just taking the piss, and the other girl's like, oh my god, why did you do that? So that's kind of like where it's going to go. It's going to have a killer opening line. So I'm going to write a little bit, and then I'm going to cook some salmon and broccoli for dinner. I am not drinking today. I'm having this like lime cordial with sparkling water. I just it's time to take some days off of the wine, I think, and just get some healthy goodness in me. Will probably keep me more productive during this writing as well. All right, let's write away. Oh my goodness, I am so tired. I've just made myself a chamomile tea. I got 747 words in, so I think it's safe to say that my writer's block is kind of beaten. I did think I'd do better than I am. I think I'm just really exhausted though, so I'm going to try and write a little bit more in bed with my chamomile tea. Might read a little bit of Kill Creek after that because I still haven't finished it. I don't know, because this book was so like spur of the moment and just this last minute decision to challenge myself, yeah, I'm completely really pantsing it. I've got a couple of notes here and there, but not a lot at all. So I have no idea where the story is going or how I'm going to make it so petrifying, but that's a challenge. I did it. I actually beat the word target for the day. I got 1,822 words in, so I'm feeling good. It's definitely going to require a lot of editing. It's definitely a rough first draft of something, but that's what draft 1 of a manuscript really should be, isn't it? While I was writing it, I was like getting really jumpy with every noise that this little flat makes, because it does like creak and groan, and the like heating kind of like gurgles and growls and stuff. So I was just like, oh god. So I'm definitely freaking myself out a little bit with this one. So far the prologue, the one girl's like really freaked the other girl out. Her boyfriend's away for the night, so it's her first night in their like creepy new house by herself. So her friend's like, oh well, let me come over and we'll keep you company and you don't have to be alone. So the friend's going to come over now, and she's going to bring with her an Ouija board, I think. And my character, Tony, she's not going to like this at all, because she does not like mucking around with things like that because they're dangerous. Whereas the other one is like really eager to try and get some kind of like encounter happening. So that is where I'm going to leave it for now. I think tomorrow when I write that scene, I'm going to get absolutely petrified and sleep with my lights on. I might even sleep with a lamp on now, because it wasn't really that scary, because it's just like getting to know the characters at this stage. It's only like 2.5 pages long, but the creepiness is going to start. But I don't want to overwork myself on day 1, so I'm going to put that down for the night and go to bed nice and early. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Good morning everyone, it is day 3 of Nanowrimo and today is my day. Yesterday I was exhausted. I did write a little bit in this little pub that I found. Well, not really a pub, it was a bit more posh than that, but with extortionately priced wine. I got about 2,330 words written, so I am behind. Today I need to get to about 5,001 words, I believe, for Nanowrimo, so I've got a lot to do today. I'm still working on my prologue. It's quite a long prologue, and I'm happy about that because this is going to be a long horror novel. I spent most of yesterday really building and developing my characters, who I am thoroughly enjoying. They're so totally different from each other and I'm just having a lot of fun with it. I've also successfully freaked myself out. I think I may have told you that. I have been sleeping with my lights on for the past 2 nights, and today, because I'm getting further into the story and they're going to start playing with an Ouija board and things are going to go dark and twisted, that light's going to stay on. I did forget completely about the Save the Cat Writes a Novel whole structure, so I need to implement that before it's too late, and because I'm still working on my prologue, I think it's not too late just yet and I can still save this book. So after I wrote yesterday, I came home and I was just exhausted. I ordered myself a filthy kebab and with extra garlic, and I had some wine, watched some trashy reality television, and then I went to bed really early with the lights on. So today is my day to really smash out those words. I need to. Every year I'm so excited for NaNoWriMo, so I've got to just get on with it. But now it's time to go to work. It's cold. I think my car, for some reason, is one of the only ones that is not completely covered in ice. Maybe it's a demon. I just can't believe it's like the 3rd of November and everything's already icing up around England now. But at least that means, I think it means it's going to snow, which is really exciting. Anyway, let's get to work. See you later. Bye. I literally haven't written a thing since yesterday afternoon. It is now Thursday, the 4th of November. I'm so far behind. Look, I cannot write this book at night. It's day 4 and every single night in November I have slept with my lights on. I get home and I'm too petrified to touch this book. But I'm falling so far behind in NaNoWrimo this year. It is horrible. I am now on 3,036 words. Did you see that? I don't know. So far behind. I also haven't been using the NaNoWrimo website to update my word count. This isn't going well. Well, it is, because what I'm writing so far, I'm really enjoying it, but I'm not keeping up. I don't even know what I'm supposed to be on today. I think today I'm supposed to be hitting like 6,000 and something words, and I am like halfway there. And tonight is date night, so that doesn't help. I will write more today when I can. Let's update my word count. This is just, ugh. Yeah, that's me right now. Look, this is my graveyard of NaNoWrimo books that have never been completed. Well, technically, this one is now published, and so is this one. I just never came back to actually update things. Right, so let me explain why I could not write when I got home last night. First, I went for a pedicure because your girl's toes needed it. I was exhausted. Work is tiring. And then, I stare at a computer screen for 9 hours a day, then have to come home and carry on staring at a computer screen. My eyes are done. It's my own fault because I'm dedicating myself to the overtime at work, but I need the money because I keep buying things. I have a mattress arriving tomorrow. But to be fair, I need it because my bed, my current mattress, has 4 holes. So I have to kind of sleep to avoid all the holes in my mattress. So I have a new mattress arriving tomorrow. Very excited. However, the prologue is now going to end as the girls start playing with this Ouija board that they've had made especially for themselves. So the one's like, all right, fine, it's obviously not like some old historic board with some evil history behind it. Like, this is this special new board that they've had made. You can smell the varnish. It's got like a carving of their podcast logo on it. So she's like, all right, whatever, like, this is just going to be a bit of a piss take. However, when they ask if someone's there, the planchette glides over the board to the top left-hand corner. Yes, someone is here. And that's how the prologue ends. And then we're going to switch to the other girl's point of view. And she's the one that's more open to all the paranormal and stuff like that. And she's like super excited about it. But shit starts happening after they awaken something from this board. So just me being silly. I don't know why it scares me so much, because I don't believe in it, but it does. And I just couldn't bring myself to write that last night by myself at home. But okay, before my date night tonight, I will write more. But for now, time to get ready for the day. I can't click with these fingers now. Good morning. It is now Saturday, the 6th of November. I didn't write anything yesterday at all. I've decided that I'm just going to completely forget about the pressures of Nanowrimo and trying to reach a certain amount of words per day. I'm just happy that I'm finally writing again. So today I'm going to do my best to catch up, but let's be honest, I am really far behind now. I had such a nice night's sleep last night on my new bed. I just couldn't wait to get into it. I watched a horror movie on Netflix. It was like The Haunting in Connecticut, and it was all right. I was kind of trying to get some inspiration for this book, and none of the like Ouija board movies and stuff were available on Netflix, so that was a bit of a letdown. I was hoping for that inspiration to like tick my brain into like overdrive so I could write today or even last night, but unfortunately it didn't work that way. However, it is now daylight, so I feel a bit safer writing this book. I have just gone onto YouTube and I've got my first cup of coffee of the day brewed, but I'm looking for Nanowrimo writing sprints, and unfortunately there was one that streamed an hour ago, but right now there's nothing going on. And I always feel like writing sprints is such a nice way to meet new people, get like that push that I need to, you know, get competitive, because I'm competitive, but there's nothing going on right now. So instead of writing straight away, I might take my coffee, run a bath, get ready for the day, and then come back and refresh this page, and hopefully someone will be streaming, or I might stream and look like a fool by myself, talking to myself as I always do. Nothing new really. All right, let me go get a bath. All right, I'm ready for the day. I have a hot water bottle and a new cup of coffee. So let's get writing. Okay, I got to 4,289 words. So it's going all right. I think I'm slowly perfecting the prologue, which is what I was really, you know, I really want to set that initial tone and scene for something like extra scary. So I'm kind of like going back and adding things in and researching quite a bit. So I have spent a couple of hours this morning actually doing a bit of research on like Ouija boards and different protection methods, such as like dragon's blood oil and smudging sage throughout the house and things like that. So it's getting really good. I thought I'd read you a little something, because I always do that in my vlogs, like my writing vlogs. It is a first draft, so be gentle with me. There's someone behind you. Chiomi's finger quivers as she stares at me in horror from the computer screen. I freeze, swallowing hard. The hair on the back of my neck prickles. I can feel a subtle breeze, almost like someone is breathing on me. I can't move. Visceral fear pounds at my temple. My lips tremble as I part them. The whimper that escapes my mouth is barely audible. Don't turn around. Don't look. My mind is screaming at me. Besides the incessant tick of the pipes heating up behind the walls, the house is silent. My ears are pricked, bracing for the sound of a voice. I'm searching for shadows or movement from the corner of my eye. I look down at the desk, looking for something to use as protection. My only options are my MacBook, a bottle of sparkling water, and a ballpoint pen. Slowly, my hand reaches for the pen. I squeeze my fingers tightly around it. Images of stabbing an intruder in the neck flooding through my mind, piercing an artery, thick blood and shiny black ink squirting from a pulsing neck. Just like a scene from one of those true crime shows I love. You never think it's going to happen to you, but it has been me. That trauma is still deeply embedded into me, a negative residual energy I can never shake. It festers and grows like a cancer, not visible, but always there. Not again, not again, not again, I beg. Squeezing my eyes shut, I try to steady my breath. That's all you're getting. Let me know what you think of that for an opening paragraph. I know I should be writing more than this today. I know. I'm gonna take myself out to a pub now. I'm gonna bring my laptop and hopefully smash out a little bit more. But it's safe to say, in week 1 of Nanowrimo, I am so far behind. Once again, as always, I failed. But I'm going to carry on working at it at my own pace, because why not? I'm having fun with it. So I'm still going to use Nanowrimo as a crutch, but just with my own kind of rules. I'd love to say I'm going to get to 50,000 words, but honestly, during the weeks after work, I am shattered and I am doing so much overtime next week. By the time I get home, the last thing I'm going to want to do is stare at a computer. So I'm just going to work at it as and when I can and go from there. But for now, time to put some lipstick on and go out. See you in a bit. Bye.